Hi guys, so today's video I'm trying another Instagram product. This was one of the sponsored feeds that you get when scrolling through Instagram, probably way too early in the morning. This is by this brand ZEESEA. This is the Refreshing Silky Powder. What I will say is I've now been recommended their actual Instagram page. This is probably one of the nicest products that I've bought yet. This is what the compact looks like. It's very shiny, it's very pretty, like very simple but pretty packaging. It has a nice mirror, it has a little powder puff that you can kind of press the powder in, and then you have my shade here. So I got shade number M01. Again, it is like a Korean or Chinese, or I don't know what, obviously, unfortunately, I don't know what language it's in. This is a shade. It looks very light. I'll use it as a powder foundation today, or maybe to brighten my eyes, we'll see. It looks white. I mean, we can try it as a powder foundation. If it turns out really bad, I suppose I'll just have to bronze. I need to scoot you in, that's better. Currently drinking an almond milk iced mocha. It's really good. I'm gonna use my Soap and Glory One Heck of a Blot primer. I'm honestly just trying to use this up. I'm just gonna use my L'Oreal Infallible. Let me just put on a bit of concealer. Now I'm going to take the powder and I'm just going to make sure I have no creases. I want to give this the best possible chance. I mean, my favourite under eye setting powder is the Colourpop No Filter setting powder in Fair. I feel like it makes my under eyes look really, really smooth. Not powdery, just really smooth and creamy. So it's looking a little dry. Let's try it on the rest of the face. I'm going to use a bigger packed brush. This is the Wet n Wild powder, like full powder brush or something. I use this for powder foundation all of the time. So I'm just gonna lightly press this all over my face as a light powder foundation. I look a lot paler, that's for certain. Yeah, I just look really dry. I don't know how well you're gonna be able to tell. I just look very, very dry. I will say, when I use my No Filter setting powder all over my face, that powder makes me look dry. It might be because it's a light shade. Can't remember how many shades they had, and I always get the lighter shade because it's very rare that companies do this lighter shade. So bravo for that, I do appreciate that. I've got a nice light coverage. I don't think I look terrible or anything like that. It's 11:48 right now. I will scoot you back out, do the rest of my makeup, and then I'll come back just to let you know if anything's changed, if anything didn't blend on top. So I'll be back soon. Okay, so I've now finished my makeup. In case anyone was interested, I used the Essence contouring palette. I used a new bronzer. This is the Salat by Superdrug bronzer to warm up my face because I was looking very pale. This is a nice big bronzer, super affordable, just trying this out. I used the Hey Cheeks palette, the highlight and the blush. I used the Melt Cosmetics Fawn lipstick. And then I'm trying out 2 products on my eyes, which I think I've already done a review on. I'll put it in the cards here. I used the e.l.f. Shadow Brow and Liner palette in my brows, and the Catrice Brow Idol in medium brown, I think. Yeah. As a brown mascara. I can see a lot of my pores. I'm looking very pale. See a little bit of texture on my highlight. I'm trying to use natural light so you can see what it looks like. But I feel like I can see a little bit of texture. Not a lot, because I have oily skin, so I'm not super dry, but I feel like if you did have dry skin, if I'm seeing a little bit of texture, I feel like on drier skin this would look horrific. The sheen on my forehead is actually from my bronzer. I feel like it's set into my skin quite nicely. I'm not going to use a setting spray. I've been using the Maybelline Night Owl dupe. What do you guys think? I'm going to be wearing this for the rest of the day. So it's now 12:20. I'll do some check-ins to let you know how it's fared. Obviously it is a powder foundation and I have oily skin, so it could completely deteriorate. It wouldn't necessarily be the powder's fault. First impression is I really like the packaging. I think it's nice quality. I don't love it under my eyes. I think it just looks a little bit dry. It doesn't look as smooth as my favourite powder by Colourpop, and if you have a look at the shade difference, this one is slightly deeper. That might be why this looks more flawless, whereas this one looks more dry because it's so light. I don't hate it as a powder foundation. I don't hate being this pale. I mean, look. I basically am this pale. I love the mirror you get with it. You get a nice clear mirror, so if you just wanted this as a blotting powder throughout the day, I think this would be quite nice. Oh, and the packaging, I forgot to mention, very much looks like the new Morphe kind of packaging, right? I think it looks pretty similar, so I'll see you guys very soon. Hey guys, so it is just after 6 o'clock. I've just been blowing my nose a lot today. I'm human. The rest of my face look really oily, but that's expected. I haven't lost any coverage. This side looks better. I must have like been leaning on my face or something. All in all, I don't think this powder foundation's done too bad. It's not done any worse than any of my other powder foundations, so I would definitely recommend this. Maybe just look into the shades though. It's a bit light. So that is everything for this video. What did you think of powder foundation? Let me know in a comment below. Like this video if you found it helpful. I'm really intrigued by Instagram makeup, but at the same time I've been burnt so many times. Although I will say that concealer that I tried last time, which I will link here, I still use that as a run around, like just everyday really quick concealer if I just want to put very light makeup on. I use that all the time. It's a nice big pot. Even though I was like, oh, who's going to use such a big pot? I'm actually quite happy it's a big pot because I don't have to try and refine the brand now. Subscribe if you feel like it. I would really, really appreciate it. And I hope to see you all very soon in the next video.